1061, conceptualizing your ideas across the world and beyond. Welcome to Sangin in the Kitchen. Hosts Chef Keon, Chef Lene, and Coach Tasha Renee. Sangin in the Kitchen, where fine cuisine collides with great singing. Come join us with the way it used to be. Nothing is better than cooking and singing. Sangin in the Kitchen.
Hey, welcome back to Sangin in the Kitchen.
So, sorry we had technical difficulties.
Yes.
So, if you would, refresh your browser so you can get back on the program with us.
Yes.
Like we said before we left, we have two chefs coming up that's going to talk about this wonderful spread we have here today. Chef Smitty, Chef Zayda.
What's going on, guys?
Hey, what's
up,
going
what's
on,
up?
Kid Happy? What's up, brother?
How you doing?
What's up? Hey.
How are you?
doing?
Welcome,
Yeah.
welcome.
Nice to meet y'all.
We welcome.
It's great to be
Great
at
to
Sangin
be
in the
back.
Kitchen.
Thank you.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
how y'all doing?
We are pumped and so excited to be here. Chef J. What you think about all this?
Man, this is an amazing moment. You know, shout out to everybody that made this
Yeah,
happen.
right.
Shout out to Phil. I need my mic. Oh, I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
We're here. Hope you can hear me now. All right. It's your boy Chef J. Brown of Keep Me Happy. We are here. We just want to thank everybody that made this possible. You know, this is
Appreciate
an
having
amazing
you.
moment.
Appreciate
Shout out to Mahogany, Mr. Phyllis, and just everybody, man. We out here. Yeah.
Out here in the building.
In the building, baby.
So tell us a
Yes.
little bit about your company. What do you guys do? What do you guys specialize in?
So I'll start it off. One day I was sitting at my desk just typing away, and I got a phone call from Chef J. He said, hey, I just made a pound cake, and it's pretty good. He was like, I think we should sell it. I said, I think we should. The rest is history, man. We start selling cake within a couple of months. I left my job. We start going in the kitchen. Chef J. is really innovative with a lot of the stuff. Like, he's the master at the butter pecan. The sugar cookie brownie is what I love, and it just went from there.
Oh,
Yeah, so
Yes.
he's actually talking. You know, it really it's so weird because I remember the date. You know, it was actually August 29th.
That's right.
And you know, I had just got finished talking to my uncle. And he
August
gave me a
29th,
little
of what
bit
year?
Of 2019.
Wow.
So it was just last year.
Yeah, it's only
Wow.
6 months.
Just
Okay.
last year, you know, and he just gave me a little bit of my own family history, things I didn't know, you know, and I went to go bake a cake just that same evening right after I got off the phone with him, and I've been telling myself that I was going to take my mom's and family recipe and kind of twist it to make it my own, you know, just see if it would work by adding my own things, and I did. As soon as I tasted it,
It was
I
bomb.
literally called up, like in the middle
Wow.
of it, it was like, yo, like this cake is so good, like I think we could sell this, like we could take this out, and starting on what that was, Labor Day.
Labor Day weekend.
So Labor Day weekend.
Wow.
Labor Day weekend, we took it out, Centennial Park. You know, we was out there on the corner, you know, with our cakes. You
Hustling
know,
it out.
I know
Hustling
that's
it out.
right.
Like for real, you know,
Okay.
it's been an amazing journey ever since.
So how long y'all been friends?
About a year.
About a year.
Are you serious?
Yeah. But you got to
Wow.
understand, when like-minded individuals
Exactly.
see something, they
Yeah,
have to
they
connect
right.
and get it
Yeah.
together.
Because we both felt like when we met that it was like a purpose that was bigger than just us. You know,
Right.
even knowing each other, you know.
That's right.
And we came up with different concepts of different things, but you know, it's when you allow God to really lead
Right.
the steps, you
Amen.
know, and he bloomed this into manifestation.
That's right.
Amen.
Manifestation, that's correct.
Amen.
That's good. That's
That's-
good.
that's-
So
That's awesome.
about your, I see. I have some quotes back here.
Yep. So all of our cakes come with quotes.
Yes.
And what we do is, go ahead and tell them, Chef J. first about one of our cakes, which is the butter pecan, and the quote with that.
So, so first cake that we're going to be talking about, you know, it's called the butter pecan cake. and that's my favorite. So we call that the
butter
fifth. Yes, butter pecan ice cream is my favorite
Yes.
ice cream.
They say they say old folk like that kind of stuff.
He got an old soul.
I got old soul though, yeah. I got old soul though, yeah. My grandma used to eat. Ooh, that's all we used to eat.
That's all we ate. So you know,
Butter pecan and pound cake.
And pound cake. It's something, you know, it's my dad's thing. It was his favorite thing. You know, he had me and my sister. He raised us on that. You know, and my mom's raised us on the pound cake. She would always make the pound cake.
Wow.
So while I was in the kitchen, and it happened really shortly. Like, it was like we sold the pound cake, and then the next few days we started with the butter pecan. So I just got in the kitchen and just was
start
experimenting.
creating, yeah.
You know, and I knew I liked the butter pecan. So when I made the sauce first, it came about. Then I just added pecans, just out of I can make this a pecan sauce. And
Wow.
then that was the best combination in the world for me. You know.
You can never
So,
go wrong with butter
yes.
pecan. If you don't like butter pecan, something wrong.
And it's been our biggest seller, so people really love it. And all of our cakes come with different messages. So a message that I was going to share with that today is, every place upon which the sole of your foot shall tread, that have I given to you. You know, so basically, you know, God has seen everything it is that, you know, before all of our steps, you know,
Right.
before we were placed inside of our mother's wombs, you know, he has saw everything. So, you know, you just have to follow in the purpose and understanding that everything is going to be taken care of.
Right.
And nothing happens by
Exactly.
accident.
That's right.
That's right.
For real.
That's
Exactly.
right. Oh my
Yes.
God, that's what's
Smitty, tell them about that the Smitty sugar cookie brownie. You know.
Yes.
All right, so let me
Man,
tell y'all
that was
something.
So,
This was designed for the man or woman who just got off work, they tired, and they want to sit down and they want to have a nice glass of milk with a nice chocolate brownie. So this is the Smitty sugar cookie brownie, and what it is it's a chocolate brownie, and we mixed it
I'ma
with a
get him a good
sugar
look at
cookie.
this.
Yeah,
Yes.
and we mixed it with a sugar cookie, and we baked it,
Yes.
and then we drenched it in cream cheese and chocolate. It's the
Yeah.
comfort food, and it's a fast seller.
but y'all trying to mess up my diet.
No, we ain't trying to mess up your diet.
We ain't messing up no diet, but everybody be like, we messing up your diet, but no, we
We're gonna start a
I'ma get
Cake Me
like a
Happy
Coke.
walking club for everybody so they can feel
Oh,
double
okay.
indulged.
Then we gonna cheat at the end.
Eat and walk. Eat and walk.
Eat and walk.
Yeah,
you know,
eat
burn
and
the
walk.
calories as you walk.
Oh my God, it looks so good.
Yes.
It is a fast seller, and people like both of those are our best selling cakes
Yes.
right now, and they're really innovative. And I remember the day that we were in the kitchen and we were baking a regular brownie, and
And our
we
videos
both
are online, so you
Yeah.
can go see the videos of how the
That's
things
right.
evolved. We recorded everything. So when the brownie was coming about, you know, we were in the kitchen and we were literally just, you know, experimenting. You know.
Wow.
we were
had
putting
actual
Oreo
cookies.
cookies in them and putting chocolate drizzle on top, and then from
But
there,
that's the
how
art
it's
of cooking
happening.
though. You have to experiment.
Yeah.
That's
you
right.
You gotta experiment some to get some.
Yes.
I tell y'all, whew,
And the message for this one is, so every time we come in contact with a customer, we want to leave them a good message, because our thing is we want goodness to hit the taste buds and the soul. So for this one here, it's trust in the Lord and do good, dwell in the land and feed on his faithfulness. So one of the things that J-Dot and I both have experienced in this journey is that we had to trust that we were doing what we felt was the right thing
Right.
for others, and we have been faithful in trusting that all things worked out, and they have. And we thank God.
that's you have to keep the
Blessing.
faith.
Yes.
Yeah, you have. What they say, the size of a mustard seed.
The size of a
That's all,
mustard seed.
that's
That's
all.
literally that's our journey. That's
That's
our
our
whole
journey.
testimony in this.
Wow.
And then we also have, you know, you wanna introduce this, or you want me to do that?
So this is the pound cake.
This is the start of it all.
This is it. This is Mama Ginger's pound cake. This is named after Chef J-Dot's mother.
Yes.
I'm going to say my thing, and I'm going to let you close out because it's real personal to him. So when I taste this, it reminds me of my grandma.
Right.
Because my grandma used to make it, and she used to put them in little things like this on the counter. And so even now, when I see that, that just reminds me of
Yeah,
my
because
grandma.
it's steamed up as well. It
That's
looked
right.
like she just brought it right out.
Yeah.
Fresh out
And
the
it-
oven.
And it's going
Like
to
we
stay
tell y'all,
fresh
it's
in that
always
thing.
fresh out the oven.
Yeah. And so for me, it's like when I see this and I bite into it, it reminds me of family. But this is really like for our community, this is like a staple dessert. And we want to always make sure that this generation and next generation, that they appreciate the pound cake. And the way we've done it, I know it will continue. Go ahead, Chef J-Dot.
Yes, most definitely. So, well, the message on this one for today is actually going to be live the drip life. So continue to live the drip life. You know?
Yeah.
Hey,
You know, and
drip,
ain't
drip.
nothing wrong with that. You know, we dead serious. You know, continue to have love swag and brush them haters off.
Do the drip, do the drip, do the drip.
Okay.
Yeah, so actually what we would like to do is we would actually like to take this cake and do a drizzle do one of our drizzle shows with it. It's something we
Okay.
do with all of our customers. With the pound cake was inspired after my mom's. It's a recipe that she had given me with my own twist to it. But it's a recipe that had been living in our family for a lot of years. And it's just something that I wanted to be able to share. I had no idea that this business was going to come about. All I was is I remember praying to God. I was a regular worker. I was working at a job, as a chef, and I remember not wanting to work as a chef. To be honest, no, I did not want to work as a chef no more at all. I was tired of the jobs that I was working at. Sometimes you could, and even for him, you can put more of the work into a job than they actually even want from you.
Yep.
A lot of jobs don't know how to appreciate their employees.
Don't pay your worth.
And I was taking care of the job, and just doing my own, just being me.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, I care about what it is that I'm doing. And God gave us our own business. Even for him at his job, this man was working at his job, and they believed in him so much they told him that he can what?
What they did was this pound cake. I was doing this cake, and it was like I made 15% what I was making on my job, and I said, at this point in time, I've got to make the step to do this full time. And my boss said to me, we will pay you.
Yes.
Shout out to Mr. Mosquito Control, Matt and Ryan. We love you. You guys are the best. If you need mosquito treatment, Mr. Mosquito Control.
Yeah.
So they were like, you know what? Come to work 3 days a week, 2 days. You don't have to come to work, and we'll still pay you. That's how much they believe.
Come on, man. You don't
And
hear those type
we
of
give
stories.
much.
Definitely shout out to them. Yes, definitely.
That's right.
What the ham sandwich?
Mr. Mosquito Control.
Oh man.
Wow.
Yeah, and that was confirmation.
I never heard it. When he told me, I was like, hold on, your job so wants you to stay, they're willing to pay you not to go to work, to go work on your own business?
And then yesterday we delivered them a chocolate cake.
You know what? They probably they was God-fearing people, probably.
Oh, yeah. Most definitely.
You know what I'm saying?
Most definitely.
Somebody that had the faith to
Drizzle.
do it.
Yes. Yes.
Wow.
I want to see some drizzle.
Yeah, I
You
want
want to see some drizzle?
Yeah.
Y'all ready to see that drizzle?
All right, Jada, I want you to hit him with that drizzle.
All right.
So when we go out to the barbershop, we want all of our customers to
All of our hair
experience.
salons, shout out to Salon 866.
Cake Me
Shout out to
Lovers,
Salon,
we
shout out
love
to
you.
Fabulous Boutique,
Yes,
everyone,
yes,
man.
yes. Hit him with that drizzle, J.
Ready to
Dot.
get him with that drizzle? Yeah. Yeah, man. We like to put on a nice drizzle show.
Yes.
It's cake o'clock over here every day.
What time is it, Cake Me Lovers?
Cake
They're all
o'clock.
hearing it.
Cake o'clock.
Cake o'clock.
Cake o'clock.
Okay.
Hey,
That look good.
hey,
That look good.
We out here having fun, man.
Yes.
That was
So
good.
Yeah.
we
And
are
we have different complimentary drizzles. We have chocolate, strawberry, cream cheese.
Yes,
We also have confection sugar. We have sprinkles. And we always want every one of our customers, whenever we see you, we want you to know that we see you as a human being and we're invested in your taste buds and your soul. That's so important.
So let me ask you something about your quotes. Is that something that you say to them when you give it to the cake,
Yes.
or is that you give it to them actually?
No, actually, it comes on all of our cakes have a message written on them.
Okay.
And then we tell them the message after they purchase the cake. So after they purchase the cake, we let them know that you have a message, and this is your message. In some cakes, be missing them. We'll come up with something, impromptu, just whatever the spirit is telling us. But yeah, we make sure that people receive a message, because a lot of kids out here, a lot of people in general, but especially our youth and a lot of adults too, don't receive no messages. They
And you
don't-
never know what a person is going through that day,
That's right.
and that message could hit them.
Yes.
And we hear that a lot.
A lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot. So it's like it's always on point with people. Like I always say, it doesn't take anything to smile at anybody.
Right.
Exactly.
You never know what anybody going through.
Right.
Like somebody could be going through. You could literally think your whole world is just.
And
And then somebody else, if you give it the time to listen, you'd be like,
Right.
You invest in tomorrow by treating people right today.
Exactly.
Yes.
That's
Exactly.
important.
Exactly.
That's important.
Kindness
Yes.
go a long ways.
it does.
Wow, that's awesome. Because that's community building and all that stuff, like what me and you discussed. That's building the community, and
So one thing we do, we like to go out too, and we like to give back to the community. So one thing I don't like, I'm not saying this to brag at all, but we do like to save and give.
Right.
We think that's important because we both came from families that, we grew up in the hood,
Right.
and we understand that, and that's part of the reason why we're here.
Well, that's good. 'Cause,
Exactly.
Yeah, that's awesome, man.
That's what we need a lot more of too. Those who give back to the community. That you know, that's gonna give what has not really been given to them. If you follow me. And that's one thing that me and my wife are trying to do as well, is give back.
Yeah.
Like we do, you know, feed the homeless and, you know, things like that, which we're gonna get more
Are
into.
you getting teary-eyed?
Oh, y'all need to hug.
Love up here is love.
But
you know.
yeah, I mean that's the thing right there. That
Being able to help somebody.
being able to help those who have not had the right help. Or,
Yeah.
It's so many out here.
Yeah, it is.
Like we meet so many people of different ages. That's why you can't even categorize it by
I had
age
somebody to
anymore.
come to me in the mall and they asked me, did I want to sponsor somebody that was across seas? I'm like, you know how many people we have here? Let's help the people here. You know, he was like, well, this is my job. You know, I understand that, sir. I'm just like, no, I'm not gonna help over there. I'm gotta help here. And we have so many people in Georgia. You know what I'm saying?
In
like
Georgia, in the Atlanta
alone.
area.
You know, like
It's
we done been
ridiculous
around
out
and we
here.
did. Me and my kids and my husband, we went and did a
Feed the homeless.
Feed the homeless. You know, and it was so many people out there. Like it was so many. You know, but
Look at
we,
5 Points.
Yeah.
You know, the park that's over there. Look at that whole area.
Yeah, we went
So-
over there too.
Woodruff
Yeah.
Park, all of that.
Yeah, we
Even
went
where
over
the
there.
MLK parade was.
Oh, yeah, it
over
was
there off of
terrible.
Auburn Avenue, just outside of the King Center.
Yeah.
You know, it's a shame that they allow that because it's the leaders that we have put in place that's not really leaders that have allowed it to be that way.
Right.
You know, we put them in place and we put them in place, you know, because of the fact that they dress up their nice speeches and their nice quotes.
They're gonna
you know,
give you this,
to get
they're
to
gonna
us.
give you this,
And we're
yeah.
gonna get to you and we're gonna do that, and then we get you in office and then you do nothing.
Right.
You know, and then when it's time for you to get elected again, then you put on this whole big show again on how, you know, you might change one thing right before it's about to
Right,
happen.
right.
You know, and then create some new situation that, you know, wasn't even an issue. And then, you know, then now we need to vote after this person, you know, and then we get you again. And then you do nothing again.
Right.
And that's a part of the company too, is the years from now we want to be able to say that Cake Me Happy invested in our community to even try to
Right,
circumvent
right.
that stuff.
Right.
Because we have to take control and power over our own community,
Yes.
and we have to
Yes.
create
We
the
don't-
voice
nobody
to
feels
do it.
good.
Nobody, they're
That's
not.
right.
No.
They're not. They
No
have
one's
not.
coming for us. We're here.
They have not.
It's us.
Right.
It's these good
We
people.
are our own leaders. We are our own
Yeah.
people. We have to
That's
hold
right.
each other
Yes,
accountable.
yes, yes.
That's right.
You know, we have to inspire each other.
Right,
That's
right.
You know, it's us that have to motivate each other and show each other love. You know, it's sickens that we always, you know, because I do it too. You know, we'll walk down the street, you know, past the brother. You know, I might have not known you. And, you know, sometimes we might walk past and, you know, it's just something in us that may not even make us want to acknowledge each other.
Right,
you
right.
Know, or we may acknowledge each
Internalize
other.
hate.
You know, and then just, you know, just keep turning the other head versus just saying, yo, what's up, bro? You know what
Right.
I'm saying? How you doing today, man? Everything going good with you, bros? You know
Right.
what I'm saying? And ask a person
don't
how
have
they're
enough of
really
that,
doing because
yeah.
you don't know what a person need to get off their chest.
Right.
We don't have enough
Right.
of that.
We
at all.
don't.
Right.
We don't. We don't.
Well,
Yeah.
guys, we are definitely going to go on a break.
Yes.
Okay.
And when we come back, Miss Tasha Renee
Yes.
will have a special guest for
She's
you
gonna bless
guys.
us with the vocals.
And
Yes.
she's going to bless us
And we
with
get
her
to taste
vocals.
some cake.
Yes.
Cake Me Happy.
And if I'm not mistaken, you rap.
Premiering the
He
Love
throw
music.
down. He throws
So
down.
J. Brown, I'll be premiering some new music today.
That's right.
So,
Okay.
So y'all stay tuned, man.
So
Never, never.
different.
Is it never, never?
Never ever.
Never
It's
ever?
never changed. He keeps
Never
saying that.
changed.
He makes me mess up the song
So
title.
before we go to break, how can they get with you? Like,
Yes.
how can they connect with you?
So most definitely, you can follow us as Cake Me Happy on Mama Ginger's Cake Me Happy on IG. You know, I'm Chef J. Brown. This is Chef Smitty. And then for our personal pages, you can follow me at J.Brown, and that's JDOTBRWN on IG. Mr. Gifted to be different, man. Yeah, Smitty.
Okay.
You can follow me at Smitty the Adolfo, and we deliver 7 days a week. We go from Hampton to Doraville. You call us, we'll bring out that delivery for you for the
Wow.
cakes as well. You can hit us on DM on Instagram, and just follow us because really this is about a culture. It's a movement. It's not about selling cake alone.
Amen.
Yes.
Most definitely. So, you know, we just ask everybody just continue showing us love, and then you continue to keep God first and keep walking in his footsteps, man.
Well,
Amen.
there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That's J. Dot, Chef J. Dot, and Chef Smitty.
Yes,
So
Hey.
we're gonna come back.
Stay
after-
tuned,
yeah,
stay tuned, stay tuned. We'll be right back, guys.
Are you an artist, a writer of spoken word? Do you have content ready but need exposure? Get to know me. I'm Alicia, host of a new Facebook live stream show called The Flavor, where we promote local and international talent of all genres. Here are some rules and regulations to the videos that we'll be accepting. They must be radio ready, no cursing, no lewd language. You must send us contact information as well as a YouTube link to your video so we can extract it from there. Email us at 1061tv@gmail.com, and we thank you for your time.
TV 1061, conceptualizing your ideas across the world and beyond. TV 1061, conceptualizing your ideas across the world and beyond. TV 1061, conceptualizing your ideas across the world and beyond.
Hi, I'm Chief Gary Sparks with the Douglasville Police Department. Today we want to give you some safety tips concerning traffic stops. Take a look.
So you look in your rear view mirror and see flashing blue lights. What do? Remain calm. Yield to the right and pull your vehicle over into an off-road area that is safe for both you and the officer. Put your car in park. Remove your foot from the brake and turn the radio off. Remain in your vehicle. Have your driver's license readily available for the officer. Keep your hands on the steering wheel, visible for the officer at all times. If you need to retrieve any items from the interior, explain what you're reaching for to the officer and avoid any sudden movements. Rolling the window down completely establishes a level of trust with the officer and allows for ease of interaction during the routine traffic stop. Be courteous and polite. Be cooperative and willing to follow the officer's instructions. During a routine traffic stop, the officer will return to his vehicle to run the tag and driver's license verification and complete a citation if one is necessary. Once the officer returns and approaches your vehicle, whether or not a citation or warning is issued, please remain calm, courteous, and cooperative. Sign the citation acknowledging you agree to appear in court, and do not dispute the citation with the officer. The officer will give you a court date to explain or defend your infraction.
Okay, ma'am. Like I told you, I did clock you at 51 in a 35 mile per hour speed zone. I did issue a citation, okay? This here is going to be your court date. I just need a signature from you stating that you received a copy of this citation, okay?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right. Here's your driver license.
Thank you.
Along with a copy of the citation, okay? Do you have any questions or concerns for me?
No, sir.
Okay, well, you have a nice day, okay?
Thank you. You
Thank
too.
you.
Following these few simple steps will help ensure a safe.
Welcome to Sangin in the Kitchen. Hosts Chef Keon, Chef Lene, and Coach Tasha Renee. Sangin in the Kitchen, where fine cuisine collides with great singing. Come join us with the way it used to be. Nothing is better than cooking and singing. Sangin in the Kitchen.
What's up, y'all? We are back singing in the kitchen, live and in living color. Hello. What's up, y'all? So, it wouldn't be singing in the kitchen if we didn't have some singing going on. So I'm gonna start y'all off tonight with something I used to hear my grandmother singing all the time. So excuse me if I get emotional, but this for my grandma. I used to hear her. My grandfather would be in the kitchen cooking because my grandfather did all the cooking. And she would do something every once in a while. But while he was in the kitchen cooking, I could hear my grandmother in there. And she would be, oh, how I love Jesus. Oh, how I love Jesus. Oh, how I love Jesus. Because he first loved me. 'Cause there is a name I love to hear. I love to sing its worth. It sounds like music in my ear. The sweetest name on earth. Whoa, how I love Jesus. Oh, how I love Jesus. Oh, how Jesus. Because he first loved me. Woo! Whew. Can you imagine Grandpa at the stove and he's stirring the pot while Grandma sitting down at the table? So, before I go all the way there tonight, we're going to go ahead and bring up. Y'all saw him in the last segment. He was the chef, and I can't wait to taste these cakes because that drizzle looked amazing. But before we get to them cakes, we're going to let him come on up and tell us a little bit about his music, because it's one thing to cook, it's another thing to sing, but when you do them both, what? Let me tell you. So come on out, Jay. Come on.
Yeah, what's happening with
What's
y'all?
going on? What's going on, honey?
How you doing today?
Absolutely amazing. How about yourself?
Doing wonderful, walking in the Lord's blessing.
I heard you talking in the last segment, and you talked so much about God and Jesus and what he's done for you and everything. So how does that coincide with your music? Tell me about it.
I recently started actually making. I've been doing music for a long time, but I recently took on the. Okay, I recently took on, I'm always out talking to people, and I'm always out motivating people and things like that. And then, people would be like, when I would tell people I'm an artist, they'd be like, okay, cool. Then they'll hear some of the music, and they'd be like, that's a different person than I met just talking to, So, I decided to, just try to change up the image and do something a little bit more positive with the music, because God always has led my steps. He's led me through all journeys, and I feel like sometimes God can not allow you to get to places you want to go because you're not following him. You're following him some, but at the same time, you're trying to do things so your way, to fit in, and that was that's something that I had to get past, understanding that I don't have to fit in. I can't call myself gifted to be different or call us gifted to be different, because out here we're all gifted to be different, but at the same time I can't walk in that if I'm constantly doing things that are like others just to fit in.
There's a movie that I really liked, but it's a quote in that movie that used to always get me, and it said, why are you trying to fit in when you were born to stand out?
Exactly.
And with the light of God, we are all meant to stand out and be different. We ain't supposed to be like everybody else. We're supposed to be a cut above the rest.
Exactly.
There's something supposed to be different about us. That light's supposed to shine in everything that we do. Eller.
Yeller.
So how'd you get into music? You've been singing, y'all. You've been rapping, singing.
Well, I grew up in a household we weren't really allowed to listen to rap like that. And then around '99, I was watching TV, MTV Awards with my family, and we saw little Kim walk across the stage with the with the boobie out.
Lil Kim.
And I was so captivated by it. I was like, well, who is this person?
I guess so.
And she's a rapper, So, after that, I think my mom just kind of saw me take an interest to, anything. Your parents want you to be interested in things and have hobbies. So, I took an interest to Little Kim, and from there, getting her music, it introduced me to B.I.G. and Jay-Z. And, from there, I learned about DMX and Ja Rule and all the other greats. And I just wanted to rock like them because them dudes was bringing it hard.
That was hip-hop royalty.
It was it was so different back then, and everybody had their own individual swag. Unlike today, a lot of artists sound alike. Artists back then did not sound alike. If one person was using autotune, then the next rapper was not using autotune on his vocals. They weren't using the same ad-libs and stuff. Everything was different about everybody. So, it made the game more interesting. And when you stepped in the game or wanted to inspire to be a rapper back then, you wanted to have your own lane carved from everybody else. You didn't want to do anything else that any other body was doing. So, it just inspired me to want to get into it. And from there, I started writing. I've always been into writing things, but from there, just started writing things into music form, and just learning how to write them 16 bars. And it took a minute to learn them 16 bars.
So tell me this. How did you choose to, so you're a gospel? What do you?
I'm a,
inspirational.
I could do a little turn up too. I like all music. I like Tupac. He had his turn 'em up, hit 'em up records, and then at the same time, he had his Dear Mambas and Brenda had a Baby records. So you just have to be versatile, but at the same time, I like to keep it in a positive message of showing growth. I'm not trying to put down women or put down our men.
Amen.
I'm trying to uplift. Amen. And even if I do use the word bitch, sometimes
Lord
the
Jesus.
word.
Oh, Father God.
Sometimes
we touch and agree right now in the name of Jesus.
we trying to change, so in the next record you might hear I might, uplift, so I'm trying to get to that point where I could be all the way like that, so and it's a process.
I understand that a lot of people, especially if you're saved, they try to put you in a box and say all you can do is gospel, all you can do is Christian, all you can do is that. Man, I don't believe God is a one-dimensional God.
He's not.
God, if he's tripart being, then why I gotta be only one thing? I don't understand. He operates in all areas.
Yes.
So why can't I sing or rap about other things, about life?
Yes.
What's wrong with life music?
Because we're going through these things.
Hello. I remember there was an artist who I'm not gonna leave her name out of it, but she's a secular artist, and she went to a Christian artist and said, I can't minister like you. And that Christian artist told her, ma'am, you minister to me in ways that I can't minister to other people. So you can't disregard what you do just because it's not what the church may say is Christian. Do what God put in you. You never know where it's going to take you. So don't let nobody try to stop you from doing what God gave you.
Most definitely. I appreciate
So I'm ready to hear what God gave you.
You ready to hear?
I'm ready to hear it. Yes, I do.
So
yes.
What we're going to do is we're going to hop into one of the tracks that we're going to be releasing soon.
Oh, that's not it?
That's not it yet. So we're not releasing that
yet. See, that's how black folk do you.
That's not it yet. What we're going to go into is it's actually called Never Change. And it's one of the new singles that I just just dropped. It's not out yet. I just recorded it, but I have been performing it. And, it's a remake actually of a Jay-Z track from The Blueprint for a lot of those who don't know. So Kanye West produced this track, and it's just my own remake on it. So check this out.
Y'all ready?
Let's do it.
I never change, this is Jay every day. I never change, this is Brown every day. No, I'm the same, I leveled up in my ways. It's J. Brown, took a minute till I say, bitch. I don't need a gimmick when I know that I'm anointed. Ascended to a higher plane that's not obtained by taking trips. I got a calling from God. Now why I choose to share my story is to show you his glory. On that was hand really moves if you give him your worries. Forfeited many seasons trying to be in a hurry. Cause I was trying to live a will that God had not written for me. But I surrender. Had to give it up, this vessel, and be a temple that could lead us a victor. Had to go through life lessons so I can receive wisdom and take my message to the victims that don't know that they winners. Yes, yes you are, and yes we can. I'm here to help you ascend, so give me your hand. There ain't a sin big enough where he won't grant you a chance, and he won't never change up on you, so just walk in his plan. Never change. He never changed, he is God every day. He never changed, he is God every day. He's still the same yesterday and again, for real. Yeah. I never changed. By thinking that crime pays. I did time by thinking that time pays. But thank God I leveled up in the way. I've been in jail too many times trying to live life. And even then I thank God, cause jail was saving my life. On the outside so many homies dying like flies. And though I missed the funeral, I'm happy I ain't ride. Cause if I had the chance to roll, I too might be in the coffin. All cause some shit blown out of proportion. So it blow my mind to know that even in wrong choices, God protected me from self, from things that could have destroyed me. Damn, that's God, so forgive my change and take on the responsibility to help break chains, raise up consciousness and self-esteem for our offspring, and preach dignity first instead of money and fame. We lacking morals and respect for ourselves, and it should never be cool to not give a fuck about nobody else. A nation that's divided can never stand up to no one else. That's realness, I stand for one with yourself, and you're myself for real. I never change, I use J every day. I never change, I eat brown every day. No, I'm the same, I leveled up in my ways.
Never change.
I did time for thinking that crime pays. I did time for thinking that crime pays. It do not pay. God, he still love me the same. Now J and Ye gave the blueprints on how to be dope. And though I'm dope, I care more about encouraging hope. Growing up, we play hide and seek, can't jump rope. But these days, kids popping pills and dying for more. They think a legend gotta die young. They think to be a real nigga, then you got to go to prison. Real nigga means we're ignorant. They created us a hero of the best way to be stupid. Entertainment, brainwashing out our culture. But what you don't see, what they glorify to be our culture. Don't understand, vultures only feed on the dead. Everybody taking bites, cause we all about the bread. We been living like a savage, cause we wanna be a trapper. It's a domino effect, our generations they are after. I'd rather live enormous than dominance. But what's the point of having riches when you lacking in your spirit? Fuck a hood rich. He never changed, he is God every day. He never changed, he never changed, I thank God every day.
I never changed.
Still the same yesterday and again.
Never change.
I did time by thinking that crime pays.
I never
When
change.
I sat up in that jail cell last year, you know, and I had heard God say we'll be home by April. And I sat around and I looked at all of them other prisoners that have been locked up for a long time. And I was like, how can God bring me home before them? And these boys have been deserving to be home. You know, but I trusted because I heard him say that. And let me tell you something. God had got me out March 28th. The judge undid the whole sentence, and I'm standing here today, and that is my testimony. And Keep Me Happy came after that.
Wow. Man, that is a powerful testimony. Come on. Y'all heard that? He said God told him he was going to be out by a certain time.
Yes.
Watched a bunch of people who've been in there for a long time. And God took him out.
Yes.
He honored his word.
Yes.
Man, obedience.
Yes. You have to hear. You know,
Wow.
God speaks to us. So, you know, you just have to be willing to listen and don't question yourself. When he tells you something, walk in that, believe that. Because
Trust.
many people, and I didn't share it with people, you know, because I shared it with one friend. And it was a friend, you know, my homie Brandon. I call his name out because I always looked at him as an angel who had been broken. Because at that time he had did 10 years in there, you know, and he had stopped believing in God. You know, and he was just so broken, but I could tell from when he speak that he really believed in God, but he felt God had laid him down. And I used to just minister to him and, you know, just keep talking to him and uplifting him. And let me tell you something. When I had left out of that dorm and came home, I got home and been out for a while and the life started going great, I remember him and I went to the internet to go look him up just to send him a message because I knew he wasn't getting out until November of 2019. You know, I got out in, March 28th. So, I went to go look him up just to send him a message on Facebook so he could have something good for when he got home because he felt like he was going to have to go back to his old ways if he didn't get in a transitional center. And I, reached out to him. That man texted me back 5 minutes later. Like I promised to God, it was 4 o'clock in the morning. Brandon had texted me back, and Brandon had said, bruh, when you made it out of here, they had literally lit me out,
Wow.
So. Yes.
So look how your faith caused somebody else's faith to rise, and God did it for them too.
Yes.
Man, God is amazing. He's awesome.
Yes.
Look, I can sit here and talk to you for hours. This is amazing. I'm so excited. Look, y'all give it up for J.
Brown.
Yeah.
Mr. Gifted to be different. Check it out. Gifted
Mr.
to be
Gifted
different.
to be different.
Yes.
So look, he ain't through. He gonna come back one more time because we got to taste these vittles. Amen. Yeah, I use the old school word vittles. But we got to taste all this stuff, so y'all sit right back. Do not move. We'll be right back, all right? See you in a second. Peace.
Are you an artist, a writer of spoken word? Do you have content ready but need exposure? Get to know me. I'm Alicia, host of a new Facebook live stream show called The Flavor, where we promote local and international talent of all genres. Here are some rules and regulations to the videos that we'll be accepting. They must be radio ready, no cursing, no lewd language. You must send us contact information as well as a YouTube link to your video so we can extract it from there. Email us at 1061tv@gmail.com. And we thank you for your time.
Welcome to Sangin in the Kitchen. Hosts Chef Keon, Chef Lene, and Coach Tasha Renee. Sangin in the Kitchen, where fine cuisine collides with great singing. Come join us with the way it used to be. Nothing is better than cooking and singing. Sangin in the Kitchen.
Live up in here.
Last segment that we had, guys, was a mind-blowing segment.
Woo!
Only because, the famous Miss Tasha Renee and J. Dot gave us some vocals.
I got a little teary-eyed.
Gave us some vocals. And
Y'all funny.
And they both were a beautiful message.
Yeah.
Both were beautiful messages.
Yeah.
They both talked a lot about faith and how God will turn your situation around if you just trust Him, man.
Yeah.
Yes.
So listen, y'all, we're gonna give a shout out to the rest of the shows that Felix Washington has at this TV 1061.
That's a busy man.
So many. He's very busy. Very busy. So on Sunday we have Talk Show Divas at 4:30, Talk Show Kings at 6:30. On Wednesday we have The Flavor at 8. At 9:30, Sangin in the Kitchen.
Singing in the kitchen. Singing in the kitchen.
On Saturday, we have Wisdom Inc. at 3 p.m. The playlist is coming soon. So
Get ready.
And the Kingdom Come is at 7 p.m. So we're going to get into this tasting.
Yes.
I'm ready, y'all.
Y'all ready?
You know,
I'm
looks
so
so
ready.
good.
I be saving up my calories for Wednesday night.
You know what I'm saying? I told them they made me go on my diet today, man.
I save up my calories
There you
for
go.
the good old Wednesday night.
So in the meantime, while we're doing this, our social medias, we can, Tasha Renee, you can go ahead with yours.
Y'all know y'all can find me at IamTasha.Renee. That is IamTasha.Rene. Thank you at all of your social media platforms. You can find me.
Yes.
Mr. J. Dot.
Most definitely, it's your boy J. Brown. You can find me at JDOTBRWN, no O-N Brown, J. Brown on Instagram, as well as you can check out Mama Ginger's Cake Me Happy. Mama Ginger's Cake Me Happy. Yes, Chef Keon.
That cake is making me happy.
My construction page, Emperor_Empress LLC on Instagram, and Facebook is Emperor and Empress Construction LLC.
Yes,
Our catering business, On IG is Emperor_Empress_Catering LLC. And on Facebook, it is Emperor and Empress Catering. You can catch us at the Atrium in Stone Mountain. Come check us out.
Yes.
So we
Show
gonna get
Smitty.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Tell him how to find you, brother.
Smitty,
Where you at?
at the Adolfo. Follow me on Instagram. We bring in consciousness politically, socially, economically. Shout out to some things that are happening right now. A book we always want to encourage people to read and to be motivated. We got a book, The Original Origin of the Urban Crisis in Detroit. We're always trying to empower, get people to know history. And also we have a book called The Blessed Life. This is a map way to being a generous giver, always donating and profiting goodness through giving.
Yes.
Yes,
Make
God.
sure to go read. Please go read. Don't just go with the social media has to say and all of those, the news sites and stuff like that. Go do your own research and
That's
you will be
right.
amazed to find out that the media is tricking you.
If you're not learning, you're dying. Let's live.
Okay.
Oh, thank you, Jesus.
We got this delicious cake here. We got that brownie that's really good. We got that butter pecan, and we want to cut into that. You want to cut into that cake right there, Chef J-Dot?
Cut into the butter pecan.
Let
me cut into the pound cake.
Get into that pound cake.
Yeah.
Oh God.
All right.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Do y'all see?
Pound
See how
cake.
smoothly he cut through that?
Yes, do you see
you
that?
know, cause most cakes
Moist.
Or,
All right.
No, this knife
No.
goes straight. And this ain't even a knife.
That's right. That ain't even a knife.
It ain't even enough.
This ain't even a knife. This is
Oh my God.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Yes.
I know what y'all. I know y'all can have one now.
Who wants the first piece to taste?
I'll take
There
that
you
first
go.
piece. Oh,
What-
yeah,
this
go ahead, Miss
I knew
Empress.
they saw me raise my hand and she just ran on through
She
me and
just
stuff.
threw
That's
you
all
out
right,
the
though.
way.
And the last shall be first and the first shall be last. I trust the word.
Here you are. Open your hand.
Oh,
I see. Yes,
You
you
said
had to
open
open
your
your
We're
hand.
going to have to do an old fashioned, man.
We ain't got no.
Oh, it's still warm.
It's still warm.
wow.
Oh my
Taste
God.
that
You
cake
can
me
see,
and
you can see the
half
steam on the
God.
what's the name?
Oh my God.
Yes.
So,
Go ahead, Miss Tasha
my
Renee.
God.
you know, so just give me, I'm gonna just take a little piece off the bottom of that right there.
Yes,
Oh
some of
my
that
God.
crust.
And you
It
could
ain't
say
a pound cake if it ain't got
Okay,
the crust.
she's gonna
no.
take
You
the-
could taste. You could taste the. You
She's
could
gonna
taste
I'ma
take
take
the
the
crust.
booty.
You can give
You
me
can
the rest
take-
of it. I'll
Oh,
take
she
the
gonna
rest.
take the. He gonna take the rest.
Yep, you can give me the rest.
All right, now who want to try that brownie and butter
Oh, the
pecan?
Oh, I'm
brownie.
gonna
The brownie.
Yeah.
It's me
Yeah. Oh
my
all day.
God.
All day, every day.
Oh my
Wait a
goodness.
minute, before I even get to that brownie, when I tell y'all this, it just
And it
melted
melt in your
my
mouth.
It's right in your mouth.
Oh my
Sorry.
God. Y'all
Put
want
your hands
some?
up. Yes, God. Yes, God.
Shout
I'm
out to my
sorry.
mama.
Shout out
Mama
to the
Ginger, we love you.
Shout out to the
Mama Ginger, yes.
Savannah G.A.
Oh my
You
God.
ever
G.A.
eat something that make you want to shout?
Hey.
Shout.
Oh my God. It's
Mama
so good.
Ginger, Mama Ginger, your
Shout.
son.
Come on, come on,
That
J-Dot.
big thing with this.
You did your
made
thing,
Can I have my
boy.
cake back? Can I have my cake back?
I'm gonna try to eat the cool.
He took my cake. I ain't taking it. He just took it. I was just taking a piece of a minute. He just took it and it's gone.
What
And I
was
want
it?
my cake back.
Cookies. No. You can put that right there. Yep.
Let me taste this before,
All right,
before
so we got
go.
this
Before
good
we go.
brownie.
Yes,
Yeah.
Smitty.
I'm a brownie connoisseur.
Some of that
Yes.
sugar cookie
Oh my
brownie.
God.
That is
It's a
one of our
broken.
own
It's a brokey.
original.
It's
yes.
a brokey.
One
Your
of our- a
original brokey. Original brokey.
I haven't
Now-
heard that before. Brokey. I'm gonna start using
Here,
it.
you want to put it right there? All right. Now that's cream, chocolate.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, you got to give peace to everybody.
Oh my God.
Shame on Smitty. That was Smitty. Shame on Smitty.
Yo, go ahead. Oh my God.
But she and
Oh my God.
go
That's the
with
bomb.
I'll take that.
Oh my
Smitty
God.
said, you want this
It's
one right
nothing
there?
like what you
Yes,
would expect.
sir.
I promise
Oh my
you.
God.
It's
I
gooey
promise you,
too.
we
It's
did our
gooey.
I can
own
tell it's
thing with
gooey. It
this.
looks gooey.
Our
Oh my
own
God.
thing
You
with
need
this.
some milk. You need some
What?
milk.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my.
Just the
while
taste
we
of it on
doing
my
this-
tongue.
Get ready to take us out with a
Oh,
song. I know it's so good. But get ready to take us out with a song.
Yes.
the Lord has been good.
Shout out.
to
We
me.
appreciate y'all.
Nacho,
We appreciate y'all
everybody,
for
all
coming
of our
by.
supporters.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Mahogany girl.
We love
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you,
Mahogany.
Mahogany.
We appreciate y'all stopping by.
We thank
We'll
you.
love to have y'all again.
Yes.
My
Y'all
brother
can
Honcho.
bring more desserts.
The whole
Yes.
gifted to be different. We out here, baby.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Oh my God.
Mr. Mosquito, we coming at you.
KC,
Hated crew. You know. real.
Cake
For
me
real.
happy.
I'm gonna do what I
Cake
can
me
to sing
happy.
us out, but I
Make
want
me
to
happy,
eat some more of
make
this
me
bread.
happy all
Oh,
day,
Lord.
every day.
We'll see y'all next week while Tasha takes us out. Okay.
Yes, go ahead, girl.
And, oh, yeah. Ain't nobody stopping my shine. They tried to take me, tried to break me out, but I got Jesus on my side. Not so bad I thought I would die. Cause ain't no power stronger than the one who came and laid down his life. And I got mountains to climb. But the enemy can't stop me, cause there's a calling on my life. So when I'm crying, don't last too long, cause he gon' step in and make it alright. Now, won't he do it? Say he would. Fight your battles for you, they gon' wonder how you sleep at night. Won't he do it? Yes, he will. Anybody tell you something different, you know that's a lie. You gon' look back and be so amazed. How it turned out is only his grace. Won't he do it? He said he would.
Yes, he would.
So I trust him at all times. I'm about to lose it again.
Okay.
I'm about to let him know where I'm from. Don't take me there again. I just call him Jesus, my friend. Get me back in line one more time, cause he's always listening. Ain't nobody perfect, everybody's hurting. Need your whisper, Lord, save me from my weaknesses, cause you're always on time. Come and get your breakthrough, cause I'm gonna get mine. Yes, you will. Fight your battles for you, they gon' wonder how you sleep at night. Won't he do it? Yes, he will.
Yes, he will.
Anybody tell you something different, you know that's a lie. You gon' look back and be so amazed. How it turned out is only his grace. Won't he do it?
Won't he do
He
it?
said he would.
Yes, he will.
So I trust him at all times. You see what the enemy planned for my downfall turned out to be the greatest victory of my life. Cause when he comes at you fast and hard, there's only one that can come and make it right. Ain't no need for stressing and crying. He gon' show out just like he did the last time. And the last time, and the last time. Yeah. Yes, he will.
Yes, he will.
Anybody tell you something different, you know that's a lie. You gon' look back and be so amazed. How it turned out is only his grace. Won't he do it?
Won't he do it?
Yes, he will.
Yes, he will.
So I trust him at all times. Won't he do it? Yes, he will. So I trust him at all times. Won't he do it? Yes, he will. Yeah. So I trust him at all times. Won't he do it? So I trust him at all times. Won't he do it? So I trust him at all times. Have a good night. See y'all.
See y'all next week.
Bye.
Cake me happy, make me happy.
Welcome to Sangin in the Kitchen. Hosts Chef Keon, Chef Lene, and Coach Tasha Renee. Sangin in the Kitchen, where fine cuisine collides with great singing. Come join us with the way it used to be. Nothing is better than cooking and singing. Sangin in the Kitchen. TV 1061, conceptualizing your ideas across the world and beyond.